Yeah, hello there and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson over here, and let us move on to the next layer. So we have almost completed our data layer, and let us try to move on to the domain layer, so which is of one level upper to the data layer. So this is the higher level to the data layer. So in the domain layer, let's go and create the one new folder, and let's call this one as the models or the model over here. And let's go and create a new file. We will create some of the files. So first of all, I'll create the ToDo underscore item dot the dot file over here, and let's create the model over here, or the data class. So I'll just say a class over here, and that will be of the ToDo item over here, and we will make use of the freeze. So let's create a mixin over here, underscore dollar over here, and that will be of the ToDo item itself. And let's create the const factory class of the ToDo item itself, and I guess that should be fine. And let's have the type of the written, and the type is of underscore the ToDo item itself. And let's annotate this one with the add the fr phrase over here, and we also need to generate the part file over here. That will be of the ToDo underscore the item dot the fre phrase dot the dot, and then we also will have another one that will be of the g the dot file. And let's go down in the constructor. Let's create the properties. So I'll require a final int of the id over here, or yeah, so int of the, let's say, a user, or I will say int of the id over here. And then I'll also require another one which will be of the user id over here. And then I'll require the final, right? So sorry, it should be final final type is of the string, and I need a title over here, and that will be of the let's duplicate some of it, and I will require a title, I will require a body, and then I'll require a note over here, and then I'll require the status over here, and that I will mark it as the bool over here. And I guess other than that, we have the created and updated, right? So this will be of the bool. I'm not sure from where that was coming. And then I need a final of the string, final string, not the string, string string, and then that will be of the updated at. And also we will require one more, which will be of the created at, right? So creat, the created at. And I guess that should be fine. And let's give a default value for all of this. So add default, default, default. And for this default, let's give a value of the 0 over here. So I guess it's giving me the error over here, so undefined. So it's of the const of the factory, and at, okay, so it should be of a default over here. And let's grab this one over here, and let's paste it for the user id. I'll also have the default value of the 0, and for the title, let's have the default value of the empty string. And rest of the string, let's just keep the empty string for the body and for the note. And also for the status, I will give the add the default value of the false for this one. All right, and then we have the updated add, and then the we also have the created and updated. So let's give a default value of the empty string for that one too. And let's go down over here, and let's create the one more factory constructor that will be of the ToDo item, right? ToDo item dot the fr from JSON. And let's create the map over here, and we will pass in the string and then the dynamic over here, and that will be of the JSON itself. From JSON, it should be of the JSON only. And let's go and have the return type for this one. That will be of the $_ that will be of a to do, and the item from JSON, and here we'll pass in the JSON object itself. And I guess that should be fine. And this will create the ToDo item model for us, or the data class. So let's go and generate the code over here. And once the code is generated, we are good to go. So let's go and create the another file over here. That will be of the ToDo_ page, and then the dot file over here. So let's create the another class over here, and that will be of the ToDo page over here, and we will make use of the phrase. So let's create a mixin over here. That will be of the ToDo page over here. And let's have the a factory constructor of the ToDo page over here, and let's add in the some of the properties that we require. So I require a final int of the current page over here, and also I'll require the final int of the per page over here, and then I'll require, okay, so let me duplicate all of these over here. I require a for field over here. That will be of the current page per page, and this should be of the last page over here, and then we will have the one more that will be of the total over here. And let's go and paste it over here, and let's have the default. Okay, so the return type is not mentioned. That will be of the ToDo page over here. And then let's go and add the default default for this one. So all of those will be of the 0, since it is the type of the int. So we will make this one as the default value of the 0 for all of our property over here. And once we are good with that, let's just go and add the fr phrase over here, and let's add in the part file over here. That will be of the ToDo_ page dot the dot file, sorry, not the dot file, the phrase dot the dot file. And once we have this part file, let's go and generate the code over here. And once the code is generated, we are good to go. So finally, let us create a one more file that will be of our model, and let's call this one as the ToDo model file over here dot the dot file. And let's create the class that will be of the ToDo model, and let's make use of a width and underscore the ToDo model itself, and that will be of the $. I forgot to pass in the $sign over here. And once we have this, let's go and create the factory constructor of the ToDo model itself, and let's have the constructor type over here, and let's pass in the some of the field that we require over here. And first of all, let's go and have the return of the ToDo item itself, right? So that should be of the underscore. And once we are good with that, let's go and add in the final. I will require the list of the ToDo item over here. So I require the list of the ToDo, and let's call this one as the ToDos over here. And another one, I'll require the ToDo page over here, right? So I'll require a ToDo page that will be of the page itself. And let's make this one as the final too. And for this one, let's give a default value at the default, and that will be of the empty list over here. And for this one, let's just make this one as a requi required itself. So that should be good to go, and let's import this one from here. And once we are good, let's add in the freeze annotation, and let's add in the part before we can generate the class over here. So this will be of the ToDo underscore model dot the freeze dot the dot file, and let's go and generate this class over here. And once the class is generated, we are good to go. And now we have all of the required model over here that we will be using on later on our application layer. So now we have our domain layer ready. In the domain layer, we put in the models over here. So why we put in the models over here, this is what we will be putting over here, because it is the list changeable object, right? So it is the list changeable object, and all of our business logic later will reside inside of our application layer over here. In the application layer, we will put the business logic over there, and we will do all of the cleaning of our data, formatting, and all of those inside this application layer. So we have the cleanest data possible whenever we pass into the presentation layer. So the domain layer will be our the most helper classes and the models that will put it inside the domain layer over here. So that's all for this lesson, and let's meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.